That's the fastest bit of plaster I've ever seen.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
Okay, let's go in, cause what can possibly go wrong? I also like how all the pieces of the puzzle are in the same room. You know, you don't have to walk around the whole world looking for pieces of the puzzle. Oh, okay, we're back with the girl. And it's nighttime. Are we going to see Paris at night? Wait, we don't get an intro? Let's see.
I had messages waiting to be played.
We'll play them.
You have 3 messages.
Hey, Collard, it's me, your favorite editor. Guess what? I'm gonna give you a second chance. I need somebody to write the TV column. Pays lousy, so what's new? If you're interested, drop by the office. In fact, drop by the office anyway. We have to talk, Nico. That story of yours I spiked. It won't go away. You've made some dangerous enemies out there.
Hey, Nico, it's your old pal. I mean, your new pal, George. Whoa, Ireland. It's a whole different country. And I got some amazing news for you. Gem of a story, in fact. Oh, gotta go. Yeah, fella here's got a drink lined up for me. See you tomorrow, Nico. Slonsha. Yep, only here for a day and I'm speaking the lingo like a local.
Mademoiselle Coulard, this is Imelda Carchon. I wanted to thank you for being so understanding when... Come to lunch, why don't you? Tomorrow. I might have more news. There's a Monsieur Merlon coming to see me this evening. He says he knows why Pierre was murdered. In fact, he'll be here shortly. I shall let you know what he says. Goodbye, dear girl. Till tomorrow.
Merlin? My God. Merlin's the killer. I better get over there and warn her now. When it came to being two-faced, Imelda was up there with the best. I owed her nothing. But I couldn't just let her die.
Oh... Wow, that was fast.
I arrived to find the Palais Royal courtyard deserted. I only hoped that I'd beaten the assassin here. I had to warn Imelda before it was too late.
Let me guess, we're gonna climb the statue. Oh, let's try this. I think Imelda's dead, unfortunately. But we'll see.
A doorbell.
Thanks.
Carchon's front door. There was a fresh scratch on the paint. The kind that's left when someone's picked the lock. If I was right, Imelda was getting a lesson from a mime artist. And it wasn't the old moving staircase routine.
Oh no.
The intercom system wasn't working. Bad sign. Somebody had cut the wire.
They went through all that trouble? Nope.
Locked? No way was I going to break through a door like that.
Alright, time to climb. Or do I have to cut the wires?
Fixed tight. Presumably to stop critics stealing it. Who else would want to?
Are you sure I
It
can't?
was held in place by wires. People say, what's the point? Fixed tight. Just your average modern art routine. I unhooked the first wire.
Don't try this at home, kids, because if the wires are in tension, that's extremely dangerous. I mean, imagine an elastic band.
I released the second wire. Even with both wires removed, the statue remained upright.
Well, push it. An elastic band that's been, you know, pulled, taut. And then you unhook one end, it's just gonna snap at you.
If I could deconstruct this, I could deconstruct anything.
Ha ha ha. Okay, let's go up.
The window had been repaired with industrial plastic sheeting.
Oh.
The plastic sheet was thick and strong. I'd need more than my hands to tear it.
Incredibly, we're gonna use the shell. How did I know? Okay, we are back here, and we can't click on anything except the door. And the light's on in there, that indicates we should go in that direction, but before we do that, because we're playing a computer game, we're just gonna look around for no reason. And okay, nothing over here. Let's go back the other way. Paris at night. Are we gonna get to go outside of it? I wanna see the skyline at night.
My God, I'm too late.
Alright.
Imelda. Oh no.
Nico?
Don't worry, you're going to be alright.
You know that isn't true.
It was Merlin, wasn't it?
Dressed as a cavalier. Absurd. You came to warn me, didn't you?
I must be crazy.
Let me see you, Nico.
All this time you were just using me. Which one is the real Imelda?
You are an extraordinary girl. Thierry would have been so proud of you.
You didn't know my father.
So like him. Something about the eyes. I wish we'd had time to get to know each other.
She was gone. She cheated me, lied to me, used me. But why?
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is ransack her body.
Even in death, Imelda looked the same. Beautiful, inscrutable. The Ice Queen alone in her ice palace.
Take her jewelry.
Around her neck was a locket. I opened it. Inside was a tiny gold key.
Loot
I
everything.
took the key. I had to leave. I knew I could never return.
But wait, that's it? No, no, look at all the stuff. We can steal all the stuff. Look at all the... Oh my god. Alright, so we're gonna use the key on the little elephant box. Because, you know, where else are we gonna use it? I haven't played this game before, by the way. This is my first time playing it. And I'm not looking at the walkthrough the whole time. Honest. No, really, I'm not.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Cochon's.
Yeah, use the key.
I took out the key. I couldn't believe it. Imelda's key opened my father's box. I dreaded what I was going to find inside.
Oh, well, there's a third piece of the photo.
It was a photograph of Imelda. But why here? In my father's box. I felt as if a black hole had swallowed me up. Imelda and Cochon grinning. While behind them a village was being razed to the ground. Its people butchered. And there, next to them, staring out at me across the years, my own father. There was a letter. I feared there was even worse to come.
Why would they have each other's photos? Let me think about this. I'm guessing Pierre Cochon had her father's photograph, which he tore up and then put inside that little room underneath the river. The daughter has Imelda's photo. Where did we get Pierre's photo? It was in Pierre's house, wasn't it? Okay, well anyway, let's just look at the letter.
Hotel St. George, Algiers, Friday. My darling Thierry, by the time you read this, you'll be safely out of Africa. You need not fear. Pierre and the organization do not know who you are really working for, or about us. Did you think I would betray you? I could not. You wanted me to leave him, but I don't have your courage. I know too much of what has been going on here. They would find me and they would kill us both. Enjoy your life in Paris, Thierry. Your life of honor, of patriotic duty. Do they give medals to spies? No. They'll just give you a phony job in an embassy somewhere. I could never share that with you. Imagine me, a diplomat's wife. So I must stay here with Pierre, the two of us bound together by what we have done to this country. Au revoir, my love. You will be in my heart until I die. Imelda, suddenly everything made sense. My father had been working undercover for the government. He was one of the good guys after all.
Can I read that letter again?
He and Imelda must have fallen in love. She'd found out who he really was, so he had to leave. It had broken her heart, but she had never revealed it to anyone. I knew I couldn't either. Whatever he was doing, he'd had good reason to keep it secret. I decided I would respect that and tell nobody.
There's a bit of history here that's not being said, like what the French did in the African colonies were not always good things. You might want to look that up in Wikipedia. Like, I don't know the details, I don't know much about it. I just know some general themes.
I knew it was George. For a moment I was tempted to pretend that I was out. Or ask him to go away and come back later. But then...
He comes right in.
Come in.
Oh no, you actually invited him in.
Hello, George. So, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead,
And you say Pigram has disappeared?
without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
Pigram's gem?
The Templar's gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man.
Wait a minute, are we missing something here? It seems like we're missing a huge part of the story. What happened to him in Ireland after he went into that place underground? Is something wrong with the story here? Like, there's a lot of stuff with her father that we're just kind of skimmed through very quickly. And there seemed to be like a huge chunk of the story missing. Is it me, or is it... What happened to him after we left him in Ireland? Like, I'm not keeping up with these names and events here.
Do you want to look after the gem?
No, George. I'd be too tempted to sell it.
Oh, that's honest. Hey, we got this thing back. I thought this was stuck in the wall.
No.
Really?
Look, Nico. A handful of plaster.
Yeah. Why is it that men never really grow up?
What's your problem, sister?
Your pockets stuffed with useless junk like little boys.
You never know when useless junk might come in handy.
Yeah, this story was definitely written from a female perspective. Just that exchange there is pretty obvious. Cute though.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Okay, what are we gonna...
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Okay. Are we gonna figure out the rest of this?
There's a guy working on
This is gonna be a long game,
a
isn't it?
knight with a knight through. There's a woman, but the...
Look there. What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man.
A picture of a hanged... Like, I didn't... Where did I get the picture of a hanged man from?
I can't sit here all day, much as I'd like to.
Okay.
Don't forget to look for Lobino at the Kron Museum. And why don't you see if Rosso has heard anything?
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip to the laundromat?
Just take care of yourself.
Where did the hanged man come from? Did he find something in that place in Ireland? Are we ever gonna go back there?
I so much wanted to talk to George about everything that had happened, but I knew I never could. My father's connection to Africa would have to remain a secret forever. His bravery would be known only to the government, and to me. Revealing it would just damage his memory. People would take the story and twist it. Before long, he would be the villain and Carchon would be the hero. I know how they do that. I'm a journalist.
Right. And... okay. Okay, we can't actually go back to Ireland. And what am I doing now? The museum, the police... the police. Okay, I'm gonna save the game actually. I'm gonna take a break. And I will double check if I've missed something here, like the hanged man. Where did he get that from? And maybe I'll go look up French colonial history in Africa. So I guess I'll see you guys when I come back to continue the game. Save and save, and let's see. We are just halfway through the game. Okay.